So in this assignment, you're going to analyze the Google merchandise store in which Google sells its official products branded with the logos of Google and its companies. So the first thing that you want to do is go to the following URL and open it. I would suggest that you have a printed copy of this handout, or at least, the copy of it on your computer open while we're completing or watching this video. So what you want to do is scroll down and go to Universal Analytics Property, Google Merchandise Store, and click on that one. If you have a Google account, it will ask you to log in with your Google account. If not, you have to create one in order to use Google Analytics. So this is the analytics for the Google Merchandise Store, right? And it automatically opens up. What I will do is in this video, I'll guide you through questions 1 through 9 to figure out how to get the analytics. I will do it for a different time period than the one is in the handout. So all you need to do is basically take the dates that I'm showing in this video and change them to the ones that are in your handout. So anything that is 2021, I'm going to change to 2018, and anything that's 2020 in your handout or the instructions for the assignment, I'll change it to 2017. So let's look at question number 1. Question number 1 asks you which of the site's 8 core metrics did worse in 2021 versus 2022, or in this case, 2018 versus 2017. The first page actually shows you those key metrics over here. And the 8 metrics, the ones that are in section 2 in chapter of the analytics, are the ones that you should report, like the number of sessions per users, pages per session, and so forth. Make sure you get those 8 that are reported in the textbook from this table over here. However, this is only for a specific period of time. We want to compare 2018 to 2020. The ones that we have here is for the past week. So what we're going to do is just change this window. And remember, it's for 2017 versus 18. So let's put 18 first. So January 1, 2018 till December 31st, 2018. Remember, analytics can only be reported for a specific period of time. Could be for a year, a month, a day. It's all up to you. Okay, so, and what we'll do is then click apply. Okay. And remember, we're comparing 2018 to 2017. So you need an additional step. Check the box compare to, and now it's automatically going to compare the 2018 to 2017 and click apply. And if you go down, it will tell you the metrics for 2018 versus 17, and it'll tell you what has happened, right? So in this case, the number of users has gone down because it's in red. The number of sessions per user has gone up by 4%, and so forth. So you need to report those for 2021 versus 2020. Okay, so let's go to question number 2. In 2021, which age group was responsible for the most purchases and which group had the highest conversion rate? So what you want to do is go to audience on the left-hand side, go to demographics, and then click age. Okay, and remember, we have set 2 time periods. We're going to take out the second time period because we're not doing any sense of comparisons. We're just trying to find out which age group was responsible for the most purchases. And if you see here down is the age groups. And at the top, it will give you all of the different analytics that you need. Users, new users, sessions, bounce rate, pages, and you need to go up to transactions. And then for the next part of the question, this is the conversion rate. So you need to find out which group has the highest conversion rate and which one has the most purchases. Okay, so let's move on to question number 3. If you divided your new and returning visitors in 2021 by whether they used desktop, mobile, or tablet, which of the 6 groups drove the most revenue, and which one had the highest conversion rate. So we're just going to switch to behavior. We're going to switch to mobile and then overview. Okay. So now it breaks down the behavior or the acquisition of the users by desktop, mobile, and tablet. What you want to do is, remember, you want to split them into returning versus new users. So what you need to click on plus segments up here, and then click new users and click returning users, and you're good. And then click apply. So now it's broken down by, if you see here, all users, new users, returning users. So great. And then you can compare and see where the most revenue and conversion rates are coming from. So you have to go to the right. Remember, here's your conversion rate, and here is your revenue. And you see which group had the highest conversion rate and which one had the highest revenue. So we are going on to question number 4 right now. And compared to November 2021, did December 2021 see a traffic increase, a revenue increase, or both from organic search? So let's go to that one. And that would go to acquisition, all traffic, and then channels. And remember, we are going to compare actually 2 months. So we need to change the windows, and we're going to go for December 1 first, December 31st, and then we'll compare it to the previous month, which is, in this case, October 31st to November 30th, which is almost the November. Click on that. And remember, we want to get rid of the segments that created, which is the new users versus returning users. So let's move those. And then click on them. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to compare the 2 time periods and see whether there was a traffic increase or a revenue increase from both organic search. So this is, where's the organic search? Over here. And we look at the traffic, which is the number of users, right? And then we have the other one, which is the revenue down here. And from this time period, we see that revenue has increased, but the number of users has gone down. Of course, you have a different time period to work with. Number 5, how many different referring websites can or send traffic to the Google Merchandise Store in 2021? What you're gonna do is go to acquisition, still under acquisition, all traffic, and then referrals. And remember, we have to also change the time period because we're not doing any comparisons. And it has to be from the beginning of the year. So that is January 1st till December 31st. Okay. And now, so how many different referring websites? That all depends on how many you have per page. So we have 10 websites per page and we have 273. Actually, we have to go to page number 273. So we have approximately, if we multiply 272 pages times 10, that's 2,720. And then we have only one on the last page, so that's just 2,722. That's how you can, know the number of websites that have referred or referring to, let's say, the Google Merchandise Store. You have to kind of do it manually. There's no magic figure that will appear to you. So let's go to question number 6. During which month of 2021 did the homepage have the most page views? Okay, so what we need to do right now is go to behavior overview / home. Okay. And then over here, it tells you / home, because that's the home page. And what we want to do right now is we have the same time period, which is good, but we want to switch it to a monthly view at the page views at the top. And then we look at where the peaks we have. So in, let's say, May, we have 8,000 or 83,075. And in October, 81,685. So it's probably in October that it has the most viewers. So that's how you can figure that out. So let's go on to question number 6. Asks about, of the top 10 most visited landing pages 21, which had the highest bounce rate. Okay. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to go to behavior site content, behavior site content, then landing pages. Okay, and we have the same time period. Okay, which one had the highest bounce rate, which has the most? So these are the top visited pages here, top 10. What we want to figure out which one has the highest bounce rate, which is this column over here, and which one had the lowest. So you can figure that from here. Let's go to question number 8. Which was the highest earning product in 2021? What you need to do then is go to the conversions tab on the left-hand side here, and then move down to e-commerce overview. Okay. And then what happens here is we have our highest earning product at the top, which is the Nest Hello Doorbell USA. For question number 9, what we need to do then is still under conversions, we go to goals and then funnel visualizations. Goals and then funnel visualizations. Okay. And we go way to the bottom where we see it's asking about what percentage of visitors made it all the way to the final order review page, also ended up completing the purchase. So we noticed that 19,000 reviewed and 18,000, almost 297 purchased. So that's 95%. But you need to do that for the different time period that you are assigned, which is 2021. I did it for 2018. Okay. So for questions number 10 and 11, those are up to you. I'm not going to show you how to do them because question 10 integrates all of the data that you've gleaned up from before. It's more of an integrative question, and it's worth more points than the previous or any of the previous questions individually. And question 11 actually is based on chapter 2, where you're actually trying to evaluate how effective a specific website is for a backpack. Okay, so this is all of the instructions for this assignment.